He was better than maybe what he's saying is I was better than Kamala, I had a better chance than Kamala.
And who knows? But he did say in the Washington Post, they're saying, he said, Biden and some of his aides still believe he should have stayed in the race, despite the rocky debate performance and low poll numbers that prompted Democrats to pressure him to drop out. Biden and his aides have told people in recent days that he could have defeated Trump.
25%, either one of those numbers. They'd raise $500 billion, I should say, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
What the hell?
Thank you, President Biden.
And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
Donald Trump won the debate right there. That was the end of it.
Here's when Joe Biden realized he wasn't the president. He realized right here he wasn't the president. Yeah.
Biden, not only are you the worst president in the history of our country, you don't deserve to hold the title of president. From now on, I think that everybody should address you as Mr. Biden. But what is your legacy going to be? I'll tell you exactly what it's going to be. You will first off be remembered as the guy who didn't make the cut in 2016. It would have made sense for you to run for president in 2016 because you were coming off of being Obama's VP. You didn't make the cut in 2016 because Hillary Clinton at that time was a stronger candidate than you. Then you reemerge in 2020 and claim the presidency and become the absolute worst president that our country has ever seen. Out of all the people who have been president, going back to George Washington, you take the cake for the worst, the most incompetent, the most foolish president, and the absolute worst administration that this nation has ever seen. Full of liars, thieves, and hypocrites.
I mean, look at this. Just a disgrace. And look behind him. It's like, hey, dad, come on, dad. Are we funding vacations for these criminals? This is a disgrace. What the is going on? Fights are going on at the White House right now. Who's running the country? He don't even know where he's at. He don't even know where he's at. And look at his son. Come on, Dad, get in the car. Come on, Dad, get in the car. This is, man, I tell you. The show continues, man. The circus continues. January 20th can't get here any faster. I'm telling you, man. These criminals here, boy. These criminals, these drunk cats, I tell you. They ought to be ashamed of themselves, man. They ought to be ashamed. Absolute disgrace, y'all. Dad, get in the car. Get in the car, Dad. Man. And threw the computer all out in the middle of the freeway. They threw the pipe in the middle of the freeway. That bag of that bag. You know what that bag of that powder? They threw that out in the middle. You know what took place. Yeah. He in there getting blow jobs, feet jobs. Oh man, they ought to be shaving themselves. Yeah, he in there walking around naked in his thong and his two-piece. Yeah. They ought to be ashamed of themselves, man. Ought to be ashamed of themselves. And we know what them transcripts look like. Yeah. And we can date it all the way back to 11, 20 years. We know what it looked like. Them Patriots know. 81 million votes, a cheap fake, a deep fake. Ought to be ashamed of yourself. 81 million. And we know what they was doing. I mean, what a disgrace. I ain't never seen nobody go on 6 vacations in a 1-week time span. 60% of his presidency, he's been on vacation. And look who's behind him, Dr. Jill. Dr. Jill. The Biden crime family, baby. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. You did such a good job, Joe. Joe, you did such a good job. You answered every last question. The Bidenomics is working. You're such a sharp as a tack. Oh, Joe. I mean, man, y'all. Look, these reports just come out and all we can do is report on it, talk about it, have fun with it. But it's a disgrace, man. And they down there in the White House fighting, having baby mama drama. Yeah, they in the projects down there. Even at Capitol Hill. They, it's just corrupt. Yeah. But now they got baby mama drama, people fighting, swanging, drinking and smoking, and got them Black and Miles out in that big 40 sitting out on the table. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nancy walked in there. Big Mike walked in there. Obama came in there smiling. Yeah, we know what's going on. Yeah, buddy. Chuck walked in there. He down there fell down. Yeah. Cackles. Kamala cackles. She walked in there laughing. Then pissed everybody off once again. And they say Joe shouted out loud. I regret I dropped out the race. Yeah, she came in there laughing. It made him even more mad. Woo! Yeah. Oh yeah. We know them Patriots know what's going on. And them Patriots want their money back. Them Patriots want every last dime back. And we ought to think they just ought to shut the whole thing down. Just shut it down. You lied from the beginning anyway. Just shut the whole thing down. Shit. Them Patriots want their money back. I speak for the Patriots. I speak for the people. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. January 20th can't get here any faster, man. But it's a lot right now going on, y'all. And they looking for anything to shame and blame and make MAGA look even worse. They try to wipe us through the mud. So we got to call it out for what it is, y'all. We really do, man. I'm just being honest, You see how CNN is reporting on all this stuff, and that's a disgrace. They ought to lose their license and shut that whole thing down too. All of them. Legacy Vita's in trouble, y'all. But let's see what they're talking about, man. It's a new report coming out, and it's always a report. It's like every single week they talk about Biden regrets he dropped out the race, A cheap fake, a deep fake, 81 million votes. Blew the motor and transmission oil. And we already knew that the motor and transmission was shot a long time ago. And then the report just came out that they knew he was declining on I think day 3, day 1. Couple days. Unbelievable. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. A cheap fake, a deep fake. Yeah. Falling down. Dropping his Snoke ice cream cone and his clustered blizzard all on the floor. Unbelievable. Sprinkles. I mean, I ain't never seen that many sprinkles on the floor in my life. Poor fella. Elderly abuse. They ought to be ashamed. Elderly abuse. And there's a lot of elderly abuse going on. A lot of elderly abuse going on.
But believe it or not, did you know Joe Biden is still president? No. I still can't sort of believe it. Washington Post had a story out yesterday. I think it may possibly be the most delusional story coming from like 5 different angles about how he regrets dropping out of the race. The headline: Joe Biden's lonely battle to sell his vision to American of American democracy. In his presidency's final chapter, Biden has mused about whether he should have handled some decisions differently. One of those being that his decision to drop out. Yeah. In the first place.
He's saying he thought he could have beat Donald Trump. It's an easy thing to say. Yeah. I wasn't in the championship game. I lost in the semis, but I would have won the championship game if I'd made the. I'm using it now in fantasy football. Joe Biden, I'm using that exact same excuse.
Maybe he's just saying he was better than maybe what he's saying is I was better than Kamala. I had a better chance than Kamala.
And who knows? But he did say.
I mean, you know, I know y'all say, Rick, please don't say this, but I got to be honest. She was so bad. I'm sorry. She was so bad. I know he couldn't put two sentences together, but she couldn't either. But he somewhat would have, his sentence just sounded a little bit better. Even if he got it together. I mean, I know he couldn't really put it together. Hell, he looking the other way. He walking in the wrong direction. He tripping and falling. Elderly abuse. Don't know where the hell he at or what is going on. Half the time he also had one of them things on his jacket so he can hear a little bit. But yeah, I honestly think just maybe, y'all. I got to give it to him. Hell no, I can't say that on. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't. Yeah. I can't. Yeah. When everybody seen that one clip of him walking the other direction and then don't know where the hell he at, and then he said the next day they came out and he mispronounced what's the name wrong. That was it. Yeah, that was it. Everybody said no. Remember, it was trending worldwide. Who's running the country? Yeah, and that was before he dropped out. Yeah, Trump would have definitely would have put him. Yeah, Trump would have put him away too. Basically Trump. That's who. Because some people seen him as Kamala, comrade. Yeah. So we beat him and then we beat her. Trump just took win after win after win. Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I was just thinking like maybe if he was on top of the ticket, he would have had a better chance. But now that I really think about it, I think they were both just as bad equally. Yeah. Yeah. One couldn't walk, one can't speak. And then some days one can't speak and the other one can't walk either because she drunk as hell. I'm sorry, y'all. So shit, I look, excuse my language, but I think they both can't walk, both can't speak, because either on one day she drunk and then the next day he don't know where he at. Yeah, what you want me to, look, no, I'm just saying shit. But they at the White House right now. They say it's a big fight going on, baby mama drama. She came in there laughing and he got mad all over again. I'm just telling you what's going on. They got baby mama projects in the ghetto drama. You know how we do it, y'all. Y'all know how they do it in the projects and how they get the arguing. Somebody pull out a gun and take that bottle and hit somebody upside the head with it. You know how it go on. Them patriots know what's going on. Y'all don't come on here acting like y'all don't know how it goes on in the hood and in the projects. Yeah, somebody got to pull out that bottle. And somebody pulled out that 9 and somebody got the shooting. Yeah. Arguing. And they're arguing. I'm telling you, in a full-blown arguing. Yeah. And them Democrats, they don't know what to believe anymore. Yeah, you see a lot of them just leaving the party. Live on air, leaving the party. Regret that they backed this. Yeah, they fed up. They done. And now they're saying the Democrat Party isn't the same anymore. They've went too far left. That's all the reports we're seeing now. Billions of dollars. Celebrities. Had the media behind them. The fake news. Yeah. So Trump, man, he had the biggest political comeback in history, I'm telling you. With what that man went through and all what he had to defeat, he had to defeat more than just Biden and Kamala. Trump had to defeat a lot of people, man, I'm telling you.
Say in the Washington Post, they're saying he said Biden and some of his aides still believe he should have stayed in the race, despite the rocky debate performance and low poll numbers that prompted Democrats to pressure him to drop out. Biden and his aides have told people in recent days that he could have defeated Trump. Aides say the president has been careful not to place blame on Harris or her campaign.
What's so interesting about that, though, is that
that is unbelievable. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. But that's how I'm telling you. That's that baby mama project. That's that ghetto drama going on right now. Yeah. I'm telling you, they in there full blown arguing, fighting. That's what's going on right now. Because Trump is back, baby. 47th president of the United States. The leader is back. And y'all got caught lying. Y'all got caught with the misinformation. Yeah. Propaganda, fake news, the fear mongering. The Trump derangement syndrome. Elderly abuse. Y'all got caught with it all. Y'all knew good and well the man didn't know where he was at. And that he been declining since day one in the White House. Dying in the White House. Y'all knew. And kept on patting him around. Come on, Mr. President, this way, this way. Come on, come on, sir. This way, this way, this way. Where the hell you going? This way. And they think y'all was gonna get caught. We caught you.
This whole thing was an off the record, anonymous quotes back and forth, and both sides are treated. The Harris supporters and the Biden supporters are treating one another with such kid gloves, being so careful.
Why do you think?
I think because they both know so much about the others that they don't want that the Biden people in the White House don't want the Harris people really coming out and talking about how bad things were, and vice versa.
Right, because the covering up of Joe Biden's mental decline is one of the biggest scandals of our time, actually, and both sides were implicated. Both sides participated in that. I want to show this clip of Joe Biden at the debate. I think we have a montage. Do we not? Do we not? All right, let's watch that.
That $2 trillion tax cut benefited the very wealthy. What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. Billionaires in America. If they just paid 24%, 25%, either one of those numbers, they'd raise $500 million, billion dollars, I should say, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID, excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden.
And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what
I don't know what the hell he said.
That sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
Donald Trump won the debate right there. That was the end of
You like old movies? Is it On the Waterfront with Marlon Brando? I could have been a contender.
Oh, my goodness. That was it right there, man. That is raps, man. And now they got all kind of baby mama drama. People arguing and fighting and pulling out bottles and screaming, and somebody got a gun. And pretty soon, I'm telling you, we might hear breaking news. Shots fired. Shots fired in the White House. I'm just saying, y'all. Yeah, the Capitol Hill, too. I mean, man, it's going on down there in Washington, y'all. They down there arguing, fighting, and drunk as hell in Washington. Unbelievable. I can't make this shit up. Woo! Well, let me know what y'all think of this, man. God bless them beautiful patriots around the world. Happy holidays. Hope y'all again had a sweet Merry Christmas. Got to spend time with your loved ones. Happy New Year's. Don't blow the place up, popping them firecrackers, and y'all setting off alarms and all kind of crazy stuff. I know what y'all be doing, man. Y'all not fooling me. But I love them Patriots, man, because them Patriots, the people, I'm telling you, we ready for a change. We ready for common sense. We ready for to shut down the IRS. We ready for it all. I'm telling you. We know what we want. We know what we want, man. And when we sick of this corrupt scam matrix, there's a corrupt scam matrix, and they ought to be ashamed of themselves. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, family.